Let you all open all your three eyes.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyananda, Jnana Paddhati Manual, under the guidance of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadusham Tattvamasyaadilakshya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions. What is spa manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself explaining what is spa manifestation.
All the 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you due to your chemicals and hormones ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerfulness. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerfulness. So I have added the ultimate powerfulness, Turiyatita, in your whole being and doing. Manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, playing with life, playing with being alive. Static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence, all these three has no boundary. You are one with it. You are alive in everything. Everything listens to you. Everything decides as you want. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, raising your frequency, not work.
Now let's understand who is Paramashiva. Bhagavan himself has beautifully explained the Paramashiva in all of us.
Paramashiva does manifestation, maintenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion and liberation. He resides in his supreme Paramashiva Swarupa as Ajomuha or Adhomuha, unborn, beyond form, formlessness. His Paramashiva Swarupa. That Paramashiva Swarupa manifests with these 5 faces as Sadashiva, Tatpurusha, Vamadeva, Ahora, Satyojata, Ishana. 5 faces he manifests and does the Panchakritya, Srishti, manifestation, Sthiti, sustenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Trobhava, pulling out of delusion, Anugraha, liberation. Understand? He does all these 5 jobs. Through these 5 phases. Now listen carefully. Tatpurusham, Vamadevam, Satyojatam, Ahoram, Ishanam. These 5 phases does Panchakrityas. Each phase, each dimension is not just one F-A-C-E phase, P-H-A-S-E phase. It's not just F-A-C-E, P-H-A-S-E. Understand? The creation, not just creation getting created, even sustenance need to be created, destruction need to be created, and pulling out of delusion need to be created, liberation need to be created. Then creation, manifestation need to be maintained. Maintenance, sthiti itself need to be maintained. Destruction, samhara, the rejuvenation need to be sustained, maintained when it is happening. Pulling out of delusion, trobhava, need to be maintained when it is happening. And anugraha, liberation, need to be maintained when it is happening. Those micromilliseconds when it is happening. So understand, Satyojata Murti as 5 phase, Ishana Murti as 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti as 5 phase, Agora Murti has 5 phase, Tatpurusha Murti has 5 phase. So, Tatpurusha Murti has his 5 phase, Agora Murti has his 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti has his 5 face. Satyojata Murti has his 5 face. Ishana Murti has his 5 face. All these 5 Murtis, 5 faces put together is 25 faces of Mahasadashiva.
Bhagavan beautifully explained Paramashiva. Now, who is His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is a reviver of Kailasha, the ancient enlightenment civilization, the great cosmic borderless nation. Is an avatar from and is a supreme pontiff of Hinduism. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, has made science of our manifestation, yoga, temple-based university for humanity, Sovereign Order of Kailasha, led by His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, and Nithyananda Order of Monks, Nuns, Hindu diasporas, are working for global peace to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. Nithyananda Hindu University, world's largest with extended campus in 150 countries, is collecting, organizing, preserving, time capsuling, decoding, spreading and reviving 20 million source books of Hinduism and 64 sacred arts, science like Ayurveda, music, dance, sculpting, astrology, Vastu, and many more. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Shamalapita Sarvanyapita, ancient apex body of Hinduism and present emperor of Suryavamsa Surangi Swamrajyam. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, has survived the worst persecution of multiple assassination attempts on person and character by anti-Hindu elements. Beautifully, Bhagavan now explains who is His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Everything is infinitely powerful. You realize your potentiality. You establish yourself in the completion, space of completion. You are God, that's all. All of us are gods. The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience the skin of the stone on rock on which I was sitting and the skin of this body. Both carry me equally. In both I exist equally. Sangha is a place where the tattvas are taught to you, and till it becomes satya, you are supported. Akhadas are basically founded by Sadashiva himself. All is ganas, Shiva ganas. Exactly the word gana means. In your length, breadth, depth, if you are filled by Shiva, you are Shiva gana. All the Shiva ganas formed the first Akhada. Later on, much later, Kapila Muni organizes Mahanirvani Akhada. Then all other Akhadas. As Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada, the oldest apex body of Hinduism, I welcome every one of you. What I am teaching is from original Agamas Yogapada,
The science very clearly declares, Sadashiva is very clear, manifestation of these powers happen when you experience oneness with Sadashiva. When you choose your guru, the best thing is find a person who is enlightened, experienced, who can play with energy, who can directly transmit experience to you, and who is in tune with the original Shastras, the source of the knowledge. All the revealed scriptures available about the yoga directly by Sadashiva for you to do research, study, practice, question the people who teach.
The science of power manifestation is a gift to the humanity, which is authentic, time-tested, scientific, and foolproof. Diksha, or the initiation from His Divine Holiness, Nithyananda Paramashivam, makes the science directly an experience for the initiates. The experience is directly authenticated by the Pramanas. The Shastra Pramanas, the eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Veda and Agamas. The Apta Pramanas, the experience of the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nayanamars, Alvars, and Siddhars, who are the authority of Hinduism, who have scientists who time-tested and verified the science of power manifestation. The Atma Pramanas are the avatar who land on the planet Earth to give a superconscious breakthrough to humanity. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar, personal experience of power manifestation. Shakshi Pramanas, or the experience of the millions of disciples, devotees, and followers initiated into the science of power manifestation by Bhagavan himself. Pratyaksha Pramanas, or the scientific studies which can be measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state.
Now let's go to the Bhagavan Satsang on powerful cognition from Living Enlightenment, Shiva Sutras.
Then, Brukshe basetune nirvigalpam manakritva sarvodve sarvagodgamaha. Beautiful sutra. Shiva says, attention between eyebrows, let mind be before thought, let form fill with breath essence, to the top of the head, and there shower us light. It's one of the esoteric, mystical technique. First time he is introducing esoteric techniques to us. In the first 4 techniques, Shiva was very plain, simple, direct. He is just making us feel comfortable. He is giving us feeling of homeliness. Now he is taking us to a deeper level. He says, attention between eyebrows, let mind be before thought, let form fill with breath essence, to the top of the head, and there shower us light. Attention between eyebrows. He speaks about the third eye, what we call Ajna Chakra. The whole East, all Eastern religions, or the faith groups, masters, mystics, whoever is from East, continuously they work on Ajna Chakra. They work on the third eye. Whether it is Hinduism or Jainism or Buddhism, any other spiritual group from the East,
they will be working on the third eye. Third eye is a great gift given to the planet Earth from or by the East. This third eye, to awaken this third eye, this Agnya Chakra, according to my knowledge, at least 5,000 techniques are there. At least 5,000. There is no master or no teacher who has not worked on the third eye in the East. In the East, spirituality starts with third eye. Anybody who enters into the spiritual life, the first thing they do is start working on the third eye. Even in a regular life in India, continuously people work on the third eye. Sometimes indirectly, without knowing, even this kumkum, this keeping the kumkum is a technique to work on the third eye. Constantly you will be aware of third eye. For third eye, attention is food. If you start giving your attention to third eye, it will be awakened. It will start directly expressing energy. It will start expressing the pure consciousness. All yogic powers are expressed from this third eye only. All yogic powers. Whether it is the power of materializing or the power of teleporting or power of telling the future or power of making your dreams into reality, everything is from this third eye only. Third eye is the most powerful energy center. Today Shiva is teaching us how to awaken this third eye and use in our normal life. One simple thing, very simple thing, I can tell you about third eye. If somebody is sitting in front of you, just look at his third eye. You don't even have to look from front side. Even if you look at back side, just for a few seconds and give a command, turn back and see, or give any command, you will see he will do. Simply you will see he will do. Now you can check. You can test with your neighbor. You can check with your neighbor. You don't know the power of third eye. Simply that thought will be created in his consciousness. If you concentrate on his third eye and send a particular thought, simply it will be created on his consciousness. In his inner space, that thought will be created. I have seen many times the power of this third eye. I was staying with a great master on Naga Baba. Naga Baba means the person who doesn't wear cloth. He was a great sannyasi. He stayed in Himalayas. He was staying in Himalayas. I had the opportunity to be around him. Whenever people come to him to learn, to study anything, he will not teach. He will put his trishul. Trishul means the trident which Shiva carries, Shiva's weapon. He will put his trishul and tell the people to look at the three tip of the trishul. Trishul will have three tip. He will tell them to look all the three tip at a time. He will tell them you should look all these three tip corner at a time, every moment. You should not look here, here, here. At a single moment you must be able to see all three. Only then I will teach you. He will put the trident and make them sit. I have seen sometimes 3 months people will be sitting. It is not so easy as you think. We think, what is there? After all, a small trident, all the 3 points I can see at a time, what is there? Never think. You cannot see anything in same moment. One moment you can see this tip, next moment this tip, next moment this tip. But now you can't see completely. As on now, you will be able to see 120 degree. 120 degree you can see. That also if you have to concentrate and see, maximum 30 degree vision. And if you start concentrating, you will naturally exclude so many things. The more you concentrate, less degree you will be able to see. You will be able to be aware. That's what I was saying yesterday. Concentration means excluding things. Excluding things. And really I was surprised when he asked me. I also used to carry a trishul when I was wandering. He told me, look at this trishul, all three tips you must be able to see at a time. You can't change your eyes. Eyeball should not move, but you should be aware of all three tips. He has got a strange method to test whether you are really aware or you are just telling a lie. He will look at your eyeballs and put his finger on three tips. A small movement in the eyeball also he will notice. Even if there is a small movement in the eyeball, means what? You are not aware of all the three tips at a time. He will just change his finger and say, are you aware of this tip? He will clearly find out whether your eyeball is moving or not. Really, when he told me first time, I thought, what is that? That's not a big thing. I can see the trishul, all three tips at a time. What is there? But when he put his eyes and started testing, only then I understood. Without moving the eyeball, without changing, you are not able to see more than one point. Actually, the trishul is a great weapon to centralize, to create awareness on your third eye. I was shocked. Oh God, I can't even see this small trishul at a time. But that is the truth. That is the truth. I have seen, he will make people sit for 3 months and they have to go on staring at the trishul whole day from morning till night. He will not give them food also. He will not allow them to eat from morning till night. Those poor brahmacharis, they have to sit and stare at his trishul. He has got some 10, 12 trishuls. Whoever comes, first thing he will do is put the trishul, sit here, stare at this trishul. I was shocked. Now I understand. It's a great technique to expand awareness.
So beautifully he says, centering your consciousness, awakening your awareness. So let's go to the Shastra Pramana.
The Shastra Pramana for the power of third eye awakening is taken from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 34, Dharana 11. Kapala antarmanonyasya tishthanmilita lochanaha kramena manaso dardhyat lakshaye lakshamuttamam. Kapalantarmanonyasya tishthanmilitalochanaha kramena manaso dardhyat lakshaye lakshamuttamam.
Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 34, Dharana 11. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, by fixing the mind on the inner space within the crown center and sitting stably without any movement, having the eyes closed in succession, by the stability of the mind and the inner space through the power of third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal, Lakshyam, by having the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place, attaining the space of oneness with the source, Paramashiva. Bhagavan beautifully says how we need to eliminate which is not us. Going on eliminating will make us more and more focus what is us, and more awareness and more into focused on consciousness. Simply we get revealed into the space of oneness with Paramashiva. There's a beautiful Zen story where Bhagavan says, one of the Zen masters, when they went to sleep, all the Zen masters like everybody who went there to the dorm had the night dress and they went to sleep. But this Zen master had his whole clothes and then he went to sleep. Everybody said, "Why are you in your full clothes when you're going to sleep?" The Zen master replied that he is only he'll only remember who is the master only if he is with the clothes, or which one is this person. So beautifully, he is living in such a beautiful space of oneness with everybody. He does not even know which one is him. The another story that Bhagavan usually says that how a Zen master carried a woman across a river with his disciple and left the woman and went to his dormitory. And there used to be a large crowd of 10,000 people all these Zen masters had. One of the disciples in the night, he says, "Why did you carry a woman? A Zen master is not supposed to carry a woman." He says very beautifully that I don't know whether I carried the woman for a few seconds or you're carrying her from the morning to night. Who's carrying more? We always start repeating our words. Bhagavan beautifully says the mind is nothing but takes few statements and go on repeating the same thing, calling itself a mind and creating identities. If you understand that this is only a broken tape recorder, or Bhagavan calls it a worse than a politician. At least when politician promises something might happen, but when the mind tells us nothing good can ever happen, it only leads to the destruction. And more we are centered into who we are, the Paramashiva space in us, the ultimatum. The more and more we are focused into the higher reality, again and again, unbroken, continuous, having the consciousness as the only source, simply we will start be understanding the revelation that any object or any place or attaining the space of oneness with Paramashiva. Such a beautiful sutra and Bhagavan's guidance. Let's go to the Apta Pramana.
Apta Pramana. Apta Pramanas are the authorities of Hinduism, the Vedic rishis and scientists who time tested and verified the science. Third eye power for copying the drawing blindfolded. This is from Mahabharata, Shanti Parva, chapter 1. Nara and Narayana were twin avatar of Lord Vishnu. They were one soul in two bodies. Whatever Nara felt, Narayana felt. As well, whatever Narayana ate, Nara felt full, even if the Nara didn't physically eat. Bhishma describes them in Mahabharata as the eternal Narayana, the soul of the universe, took birth as sons of Dharma in the quadruple form as Nara, Narayana, Hari, and self-created Krishna. So beautiful. With the Apta Pramana, we'll move to Atma Pramana. Atma Pramana. Bhagavan narrates how long it takes to open the third eye.
See, if you open it on your own, I don't know how long. If I am going to open it for you, how much it takes for you to open your two eyes? So that much only it takes. If you are going to open it on your own, I do not know how long it will take. Whether it will open at all or not, even that I don't know. But if you are going to ask me to open it, I'll tell you, I need time. Only how much time you take to open your two eyes. Actually, whether you are a
kid or adult, opening your third eye takes only a second for me. The problem with adults is you have calcified your third eye so much. Little time is required only to remove that calcification, nothing else. Only to remove the calcification, it takes little time, nothing else. Actually, when your third eye opens, your whole face radiates something called grace. I'll strongly recommend these 2-3 small activities. Every night have aritaki powder, half teaspoon. So that cleanses all the fluoride calcification in your third eye. And before going to bed, take little turmeric or kumkum. Apply it in, mix it in water like a paste, nicely rub. See, fluoride and turmeric both have a quality of penetrating your body through skin. Fluoride goes and calcifies, turmeric goes and decalcifies. In those days, in Hinduism, women used to apply turmeric in their face in the night time and early morning. Now all the dirty, Fair and Lovely, what all? I don't know what all they apply, now I don't know. In those days, women used to apply. I have seen my mother and all, she will rub in stone. In the bathrooms, there will be a small stone. On that, the turmeric will be there, like this big seed. And they will rub that. Night time, they will apply once. And early morning, when they take bath, they will apply once. It removes all the calcification, either by your water or by food. The calcification settles, will be removed. You will have very bright awakened third eye. I strongly recommend, even for men, in the night time, who is going to see you? Who is going to see you in the night time? So, even men can apply on the forehead. Not just applying, you have to rub. So, it penetrates through the skin and decalcifies. These few things will really help when I awaken your third eye to keep it awakened. If the calcification is removed, keeping it highly active will be easy if you clean up your forehead with a organic. Please go for organic turmeric and organic kumkum. Kumkum is nothing but processed turmeric. You can use even kumkum, no problem. Anyone is okay. Turmeric or kumkum, even men. It will really help to clean your third eye and decalcify the calcification.
Manifest the power of third eye, copy drawing, blindfolded. Shakshi Pramana. Shakshi Pramanas are the initiated disciple devotees all around the world who are manifesting these powers of third eye.
O X. It's a tie.
That's cat.
tie.
Yes.
It's a tie.
X O X O X O B X O X. I win!
We will now begin the Pratyaksha Pramana, scientific studies on the avatar. It is important to realize that Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam is the only avatar who has agreed to be scientifically evaluated, both in terms of his own body as well as the changes he brings about in other beings. However, it is astonishing to know that his avataric attributes and powers are exactly as defined by the 5,000-year-old Hindu yogic sciences. After extensive observation and study, now it is being tested and proven by modern science also. So now, let us take a look at how the scientific studies present the measuring of effect of being in the enlightenment state through the very imaging brain activity of Bhagwan himself, Jagadguru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, whom we lovingly address as Swamiji. Swamiji himself has been subject to scientific studies since year 2004, and over the past decade, enormous amount of data about not only his altered states of neurophysiology, but that of his disciples as well has continued to be recorded. This impressive array of data will be presented systematically now as the Pratyaksha Pramana. Imaging brain activity. The result of Swamiji's PET scan test was stunning. The dominant hemisphere of Swamiji's brain was more than 90% shut down. It was as if Swami's brain had packed up and gone on vacation. It was quiet and still, completely at peace, and Swami had made it so at will. The region, which is starting point of the Anya Chakra or third eye, lower portion of its mesial frontal area, lighted up in a very significant way. When we later asked Swami what he was doing when the mesial frontal lobes lighted up, he said he was opening his third eye. Source taken from Avatar Shastra, Chapter 1 and Introduction, page 47. The third eye is considered to be, by many, seat of the soul. Were we seeing an indication that deep meditation can open an area of the brain responsible for communicating with the divine? Looking deep into the mysteries of self or creation, the PET scan revealed what Dr. Murali calls the brain's D spot, standing for delight, the divine, or even dopamine, the chemical through which our bodies experience pleasure. Initial indications are that meditation can stimulate it.
Dr. R. Murali Krishna, President COO, Integris Mental Health, James L. Hall Jr., Center for Mind, Body and Spirit, Oklahoma in US, and his team invited Nithyananda to derive scientific evidences for meditation and the state of his enlightenment.
Usually the brain is so active, there are 100 billion brain cells there. But what meditation does is something very interesting. It shows the frontal lobes getting more active. The frontal lobe is where you have judgment, wisdom, reasoning. Here are some of the brain scans I'm going to share with you. This is alert, non-meditative state. The second one is 30 minutes into 30 minutes meditation. Look at the frontal lobes, how they light up. They light it up big time. 60 minutes of deep meditation, and here is a deep, deep level of meditation where it lights up significantly right here, right in the middle, probably 1.5 inches, 2 inches deeper.
From time immemorial, it is believed that great masters are always in the state of bliss or causeless happiness. They are unconditionally happy. With modern sophisticated equipments, we are able to detect this truth. The dopamine secretion is always abundant in the case of Paramahamsa Nithyananda.
The D really stands for divine spot. The D also stands for delight and the dopamine spot. What's also interesting is that he could at will go in and out of the states. So we asked Swamiji when he came from the scanning room, when we saw this one, we asked Swamiji, what were you exactly doing when so and so thing happened? He didn't know what was there. He did not see the pictures yet. He said, really interestingly, there were 3 people there. He said, I opened my third eye. And that's stunning because I learned about third eye as a child, but didn't read about it for a long time, what it is. But what he said was, I asked him to describe more in detail what does he mean by third eye. And he said, it's a deep meditative state. It's probably very, very deep state. But he said, it looks like a small petal on one side going and join, another side, another petal comes and join, and you join together, and then it becomes the third eye, like a blissful state that you experience and open third eye. So that's really a very, very interesting and fascinating finding, and we're going to talk about it for a long time.
The title of this paper does not mean that it is possible to close one's eyes and read a newspaper, but it means that a sentence can be read with the eyes closed when that sentence is properly presented to the eyes. It also means that a picture can be seen with closed eyes when a properly prepared picture is presented to the eyes. This is accomplished by making use of the X-rays to stimulate the retina. Everyone can have this retina stimulated by X-rays and see the light. Over 100 observers have been tested and everyone has been able to read letters with closed eyes. The method is extremely simple. The first essential is that the observer must remain in total darkness for 10 minutes. By the time he is able to see light when X-rays strike his retina, he may not be able after 10 minutes to see letters, but he will after 15 minutes in the dark. After 20 minutes, he can see and read the letters and see pictures. Source from Reading with Eye Closed, National Center for Biotechnology Information.
Setting up items for the power of copying the pictures. Get the camera and timestamp ready and add the Jnana engine if you have that third eye band and books and pencils and papers. Let's go to the camera setup. If you take few moments to set up your camera, download the timestamp app, click on the video, ensure the timestamp is shown on the screen vividly and clearly. Make sure the camera is facing you, and if the partner is there, the partner also. The book and the eye band, everything has to be seen clearly. Make sure it's in a clear place and a quiet place, and the video is in a wide angle. And please don't forget to record all these great moments of Shakti Avishkarana. Guidelines for manifesting the powers. Turn on the video recording, apply the Jnananjan third eye, bring the awareness to your third eye, wear the eye band such that no light enters into your eyes, have the book paper drawn, hold pictures, what you've seen through your third eye, whatever the partner is drawing, you can draw that, or if you have a book, you can draw from the book. Do not open the book, just make markings on the book, on the pages that you're using. And if the Acharya is giving, please draw it from the projector. Whatever the diagram is, just copy the whole diagram. Doesn't have to be any meaning, but just copy the diagram. When you're done, please open your eye bands and verify the pages or with your partner or with Acharya. If you're getting matching exactly what they have drawn, without interpretation, you have manifested the powers. If you're only feeling Kundalini energy and just got few things here and there, correct, excellent, you have started manifesting. Please start celebrating and you'll simply see you manifested more and more from the depth dimension. Verify the videos that it is authentic. Share your videos with others and listen to others' experience for entanglement.
Power manifestation instructions. Let's sit straight, the head, neck, and back in a straight line, so that beautifully the Kundalini energy raises to the Agnya where the manifestation happens. Usually, our awareness is on Muladhara, Swadhisthana, and Manipuraha, where navel center, your below navel center. Here, bringing the awareness to your third eye and sitting straight will give us amazing possibility of power manifestation. Now let's understand few words that Bhagavan is repeatedly using. Shakti Pada, oneness, be unclutched, initiation. So here first we will see in Bhagavan's words what is Shakti Pada.
Let me give an introduction about what is Shaktipada process. Please understand.
You would have seen or heard about how the chicken sits on the egg and hatches. Of course, in the modern countries, this does not happen. Machine sits on the egg and our egg sits on the machine. In those days, originally when hens and chicken were getting produced on the planet Earth, the hen used to sit on the chicken and hen used to sit on the egg, and the chicken will come out of the egg. See, same way, Sadashiva sitting means the ultimate cosmic energy sitting on the individual soul and making the individual soul into cosmic energy is Shaktipada. Hence, sitting on the egg and making the chicken happen, same way. You may think, how come, what is going on here? That hen is only sitting just by the body heat of the hen, the egg is becoming chicken. Because no surgery is done and nothing goes inside. It's only sitting. Same way, it is just sitting. It's only the presence, the Shaktipada, makes the individual soul into cosmic soul.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained Shaktipada, how individual soul becomes cosmic soul. And let's listen to initiation.
See, let me explain the initiation. Initiation is the process beyond your intellectual understanding. The transmission of lamp happens. Now, you understood something intellectually. There is something which is not understood, which can't be transmitted through the words. That is transmitted. That's what we call initiation. Sometimes I tell people that unless you are initiated, the techniques do not create the result. The reason is you do not grasp completely whatever is expressed through words. Initiation is like it just transmits whatever need to be transmitted beyond logic and beyond words. People ask me why to wear this bracelet or this mala and all those things. This all will remind you. Why bracelet in the hand? It will remind you, before eating, did you meditate? It's a constant reminder. Before eating, let you be reminded, did you do the meditation? That is why this bracelet. That is why this mala. That is why this external things. Sometimes these external things does a big job of reminding you constantly. That is why take the help of external things also, nothing wrong. People ask me, why we can just be spiritual without having external things? If you can, really you are welcome. But I don't think anybody who speaks in that way is successful. I've never seen people becoming successful avoiding the external things, just having internal things. And it is just nice way of escaping from yourself.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained initiation. Let's listen to be unclutched. What is to be unclutched?
The thoughts, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Because the gap between two thoughts is too small. The neutral space between the two thoughts is too small. You think all the thoughts are connected and it is in the shape form. It is not. By your very nature, every thought is independent, illogical,
unconnected and unclutched. Between every thought, you experience a neutral space. When you change the gear, whether you go from neutral to 1 or 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 or 4 to whatever gears you may change, but every time you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to the next gear. Even if you want to go from 2 to 3, you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to 3. Same way, between every thought, you experience a neutral space. You experience a neutral space between every thought. Between every thought. That neutral space, that silence is what I call peace or bliss. The peace which exists, the bliss which exists already in you, between every thought, the gap of the thought, the gap between the thoughts, that neutral space is the peace, is the bliss. When you understand you are unconnected, independent, illogical, and unclutched by your very nature, you will start experiencing the neutral space in you, neutral space which exists in you. You will start living from moment to moment in spontaneity. We need to understand one more thing. This technique of being unclutched, it does miracles in your being. In the body level, or in the mental level, or in the being level. In every level, when you understand the truth, by your very nature, you are unclutched. The tremendous quantum transformation. You take a quantum jump. The transformation happens in quantum, not step by step. Just one jump. You take a quantum jump and experience the truth awakening in you.
The oneness space is the most beautiful space that Bhagavan himself is explaining how we are ferocious. Beyond the tiredness and boredom, we can experience the space of oneness and be unclutched.
Oneness is not imagination. Oneness is not visualization. Oneness is not even just declaration. It is your existence. An idea which is you is oneness. The idea which has become part of your very space, which does not tire you or bore you by the passage of the time, is oneness. Mahadeva says in the Agama, Sadashiva beautifully explains in the Agama, Kala, Yama cannot tire you or bring boredom to you if something becomes your space. Devi achieved the blissful state and union with Mahadeva on Shivaratri day because our space became oneness. Anything which brings tiredness or boredom has not yet become your space. If living in this body brings you tiredness and boredom, you are not going to be living in this body forever. When that becomes too much, you are going to drop it and move ahead. If you want to be in oneness forever, it should become part of your space, means you should become ferocious with you and break this very tiredness and boredom. Only when you deal you with the ferociousness, you break the tiredness and boredom. With that ferociousness, you need to make oneness as your space. Anything stands as an imagination in the length level, visualization in the breadth level, declaration in the depth level. If you open your time with ferociousness, it just sinks into space level. With this ferociousness, the time layer in you opens, and the oneness from imagination to visualization to declaration, it becomes your space, the way of existence.
The most important, Bhagavan says, being unclutched, understanding the Shaktipada, the oneness space, and chanting the Mahavakya. The Mahavakya, the power of the Mahavakya, pushes you into the higher states of consciousness. Here, Bhagavan himself explains how we can experience the Shaktipada, raised higher consciousness, through Mahavakya.
It's one of the very important revelation by Sadashiva. All the electronic equipments work when the electrons are made to vibrate. That happens by the light. When the electricity is supplied, the light particle vibrates, the electronic equipment starts working. Just like that, the spiritual power and the umbilical cord connection, spiritual umbilical cord connection between you and me, it works with sound particle. For example, my integrity with the cosmos, Sadashiva, Mahasadashiva, it reverberates in certain level of frequency. When you are integrated to me, you also start reverberating in the same frequency. If your integrity goes down, that is when you start connecting with me only as a manager or this organization head or your Purvashram father, mother. Your connection with me goes down to the lower level if the integrity gets reduced. I was wondering, what is the way we can bring people to the higher integrity immediately and the feeling connection, so they start manifesting the powers, they start staying in the space of Sadashivatva. Sadashiva revealed a beautiful sound. I can tell you, this is like a password. At any point, if you are not able to bring yourself to oneness, you are a little shaken, disturbed, or for some reason, you are not able to bring yourself to oneness. This is like a password. You type, whether your mind feels connected or not, the energy will start flowing in you beyond the depth dimension. You see, all mind oscillation, restlessness, all mental idea-based feeling connected or not feeling connected is only length, breadth, depth level, not in the space level. But this sound will straight infuse energy from the space level. Like for example, if the power goes off, automatically the generator will get switched on and the power supply will be going on. So end result will not be lost. Whether government power supply or the generator power supply, end result will not be stopped. So whenever you feel little that oneness is, you are not catching it, just feed this password. Immediately the oneness will open up and you will start manifesting the powers, energy, and the whole space will shift. It is directly from Sadashiva. It's a beautiful sound. I don't even want to say it's a mantra. It is not even a mantra because there is no meaning in it. You can't derive a meaning for it. It just flashed like a password for all the initiations I am giving. One single password for all the initiations I am giving. And the initiations I gave, I am giving, I will be giving for all that. This is like one password. Don't even repeat like a mantra. Just feed like a password and it will just open up. Your whole being will open up. Listen carefully. It starts with the vibration Om. Listen and then repeat. Om. Very deep. Om. Nithyananda. Nithyananda. Maha Sadashivoham.
So Bhagavan gave beautiful explanation of how you can be in Shaktipada. Visualize Paramashiva who has come down as Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam from Kailasha. Remembering Paramashiva in your third eye, again and again, bringing your awareness to your third eye simply makes you manifest powers. Absolute unclutching. How Bhagavan said, the neutral zone, nothing ever touches the screen. Like same way, the movie does not touch the screen, whether it is happening in ferocious or any soft, beautiful, nothing touches the screen. Be unclutched like the screen. And to experience the state of Paramashiva, your inner space being completely unclutched. Complete completion to experience the space of Paramashiva. Inside us, the complete completion happens when we are in tune with Paramashiva. That everything is redundant and irrelevant. The essence of completion is irrelevant. Nothing matters in your life because everything is complete completion. Oneness with Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, in ferocious breaking the boredom and tiredness, just being in the space of oneness with Paramashiva to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. Tyaga as Paramashiva is your only strength, now declaring complete integrity with Bhagavan to experience the being of Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, chanting the Mahavakya raises your frequency and that is your only strength to manifest any reality. Being in this beautiful space of Paramashiva, you can experience such a beautiful space, state, powers, and becoming the being of Paramashiva, manifesting whatever you want. Now, you will be manifesting the powers, watching the oneness capsule, and chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. We'll be playing the Mahavakya and the oneness capsule for you to manifest powers. At end of the Mahavakya, you can start with the verification and sharing and causing. Thank you.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Om Nithyananda
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Verifying process for copying the picture of power of third eye. Verify no video editing is done on Shakti Avishkarna videos. Verify video is not stopped or restarted during the process. All videos are verified with the timestamp and wide angle. No peeking through the holes for around the eye bands. If not fine, please fix in such a way no light enters the eyes. No seeing the pages before you start putting on the IBAN, no clues or hints while manifestation, no Bluetooth or gadgets during manifestation. If you can find a sleep IBAN, that is wonderful. There is no light coming in and it will be completely dark. If not possible, grab some cotton and put some cotton in both of your eyes and tie your eyes so that no light enters your eyes. Authentically, the picture in the page seen through the third eye should come exactly, and do not interpret any of the results. And please share these videos with others. Thank you for manifesting the powers of third eye.
Beautiful. We are at the end of the power manifestation, but most important part of the power manifestation. Here, we are going to share all that you have manifested with the social media groups. Here we have Sri Kailasha Kotyar manifesting power groups. Thousands of people are part of that. And you can share there and you can post your powerful cognition and the videos. The link is tinyurl.com/power manifestation. It is at the left corner of the page. You can click on it and you can post your beautiful experience in the power manifestation group. Why sharing and causing is very important part of power manifestation. Bhagavan beautifully explains that sharing is pulling us out of delusion and causing is liberating us. We are the ones who need to start experiencing the higher states of reality, how we need to exist. Beautifully, Bhagavan explains when you are sharing with others the ultimate beautiful multidimensional logic, your brain rewires into the higher space of consciousness, the Turyatita state. Again and again, when you experience even a little bit, you share with the world, your experience becomes reality. Same thing when you cause others to come and get initiated for higher reality, you are caused into the higher purpose, the ultimate reality. Bhagavan says extreme causing, extreme power manifestation is extreme causing. So beautifully he explains how our strength is declared on Paramashiva. The power manifestation happens exactly in tune to that. And sharing with the world, continuously reiterating ourselves the experience that we had from the powerful cognition and manifesting the space of Paramashiva, the state of Paramashiva, the beings of Paramashiva, we become Paramashiva. Go on sharing and causing, which is the most important part of how you have experienced your reality. When you go to a temple, we pray and we see that beautiful experience happen in us, and then share with the world that how amazing the temple experience has manifested as your reality. Same way, when you manifest powers, when you share with the world, it becomes more and more the depth cognition of you, and you will be experiencing more powers. Even if you're manifested very small, it does not matter the quantity. Bhagavan says the quality is important. If it is authentic, please go ahead and share with the world. Do not doubt, have self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred come and block anything. Experience the ultimate in deep seeking and gratitude. Bhagavan manifest in you with a deep prayer, that asking Bhagavan to make this reality as your existential reality. With that, let's end with the Purna Mantra, thanking Bhagavan for all these great experience. We have come to the end of the power manifestation course, and we end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamadashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Parameshivam Padaka Arpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you for participating in the Jnana Paddhati, Nithyananda Jnana Paddhati course. Please go ahead and select more power manifestation and every day experience the ultimate reality for yourself. Nithyananda.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham